15 minutes trying to figure out on this board here what the breaker was for the lights here. There's some temporary lighting. There's 4 panels. That'll all come down when we put our lighting in. The other major thing that we got to do is the HVAC system. So there's 2 units on the roof and they both work. They both suit our needs. Actually, they're better than what we need because there used to be lots of coolers and fans and stuff in here. So for our use, those are more than adequate, but all the tubing up top here, I don't know if you can see it, all the tubing has to be redone, and then the tubing has to actually be put into the rooms. So there'll be 2 rooms there, 2 more rooms here, and the tubing has to go into those rooms. And then they'll put tubing over the cardio equipment here, and then over all the squat racks there as well. So the drawings show kind of where the tubing needs to go. Other than that, I'm meeting the bookkeeper right away, and we're gonna just go over some of the stuff for the business, make sure all the accounts are in order, and then do my last year's tax stuff for the corporation, which I suggest you do correctly because it cost us an extra to get the articles of incorporation changed and all this other stuff. So spend the money up front, figure out how to incorporate properly. Don't just listen to what they tell you at the business office downtown because they don't know what they're talking about. We got paper on the walls here, basically to keep the temperature down because we don't want to be paying to cool this place down when we're not in it. It's actually feeling today, to me it's feeling a lot bigger than it has in the past, which is nice because sometimes I walk in here and I think it's so small, it's gonna be so crammed, but in actual fact, you know, I think we have 40 feet of space here for the turf. There's more than enough room. I was gonna have 4 squat racks, and I actually do have 4 squat racks, but I think I'm only gonna put 3 there beside each other and then put 1 in the corner, and then the one in the corner will be kind of like for the freelance trainers and for myself to use when we're working, just to stay out of people's way. That's kind of the big thing about doing this and designing this place. It's tailored to my needs, and I've been doing this for 10 years. And I see things that other people don't see in the gym. I spend so much time in gyms, lots of different kind of gyms. I know what I need, and I know what other people need for space and equipment. And because it's mostly just a strength training studio, we'll mostly just have free weights and some cardio machines. We have a universal, we have some other stuff that's coming in, lat pull downs and stuff, but mostly just free weights, and with the goal of getting people to do the big compound lifts, get stronger, feel better about themselves, all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of where we're at. I just wanted to show you guys again. And I know the last video, the audio was off, so I'll make sure this one's good. But this gives you a good idea of the space here. I actually really like, I really like that view. If I could actually, there you go, that's a great shot. Just like that. So one of the things I wanted to talk about was my vision, or kind of my goals, like why we're doing this, why this was the next logical step. As someone who's been in the fitness industry, actually been in the fitness industry for 10 years plus, I was in it before it was Instagram famous and all that kind of stuff, where it's really hip to be part of the fitness industry right now. Everybody wants to be an Instagram fit chick or a brand ambassador, that kind of stuff. You know, I've been doing this since before that, and 10 years might not seem like a long time to some people, but for other people that could be more than half their life, or at least half their adult life. So I've been doing this for a really long time, and it hasn't always been my goal to own a gym. I always thought that I could do what I do without having to own a gym. I could just pay somebody else to use their equipment. Problem with that is I've been doing things so long, I do them a certain way, and I have grown with the industry. I've changed my practices also with my education, and things have changed along the way, but there's things that I rely on that I are the core of my practice, and that's strength training, number one. So heavy compound movements, different types of cardiovascular activity, not much, but some things that, you know, that I require. And the point is that I haven't really been able to reinvest, other than my education, which I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on over the last, 10 years, constantly upgrading, doing new diplomas, certifications, continuing education, another degree, all this kind of stuff in order to make myself a better practitioner. I haven't been able to invest into equipment and facility and that kind of stuff. So that's the goal here, is to create a facility that meets the demands of what we do, but also gives us the opportunity to reinvest into ourselves. So, it's not about becoming rich and making a whole bunch of money. It's about the money that I'm spending, renting other people's equipment and renting their facilities. I can take that and I can reinvest it into what I offer my clients, and specifically offer them the product that I believe is the best for them. As the example here, we're gonna have ample squat racks. We're gonna have 3 matching squat racks. We're gonna have 1 more extra rack. We're gonna have 3 deadlift platforms plus extra space. Like, these are the foundations of program design that I use. So we're gonna have lots of them. One for freelance training, but also for myself and for my clients. So that's kind of where we're at with that.